We are in your corner this morning. Hurricane season only a little more than 3 weeks away, and all of us want to avoid something like this happening again with all that traffic of people evacuating.
Yeah, that was the site, as you remember, last September, as thousands of people try to leave the state, come back to the state, all because of Hurricane Irma coming close to Southwest Florida.
For In Your Corner's Jillian Hartman joins us live now in Fort Myers with what FDOT had to say when we asked them about how we should be able to get out of town safely and efficiently. Jillian.
Well, Chris and Jane, during Irma, many of our viewers probably used Colonial Boulevard to get to I-75 to evacuate. However, during our recent Facebook Live on hurricane preparedness, many of you said that the evacuation process could have been handled a lot better if all the southbound lanes had been reversed. So we took your concerns to the Florida Department of Transportation. They say at least at this point and for the past several years, FDOT has decided not to reverse the southbound lanes for a number of reasons. It takes a lot of manpower and labor to close each southbound exit. FDOT says they have more responsibilities that are higher priority while preparing for a hurricane. They say during an evacuation, they turn the shoulders into lanes on I-75 instead. That way there are more lanes open going north, which they say is just as efficient.
It's very close to the equivalent of being able to do that and still being able to use the existing exits and ramps and still being able to use the southbound lanes to get in emergency supplies, to pre-stage those first responders, FEMA, fuel, food and water, things that people are going to need in the aftermath of a storm.
Like you just mentioned, first responders often use the southbound lanes before and after a storm. So do many drivers who head south to pick up relatives or even friends when evacuating. Some folks even evacuate to Fort Lauderdale or Miami if it's safer over there. So there are several reasons why southbound lanes need to remain open. Now, coming up in the next half hour, we'll discuss why I-75 is not the only way for you to get up north during an evacuation. Reporting live in Fort Myers, I'm Jillian Hartman, Fox 4, in your corner.
Jillian, thank you. And while FDOT has not reversed traffic flow in the past, they're looking into it. In the 2018 state budget, the legislature gave FDOT as well as law enforcement $750,000 to study the feasibility of having both sides of an interstate go north.